Google have just been knocking it out of the park over the whole week. The most recent update, though, and one that I haven't covered yet, is Nano Banana Pro, which is Gemini 3 Pro Image. Still not very good at names. So Nano Banana came out a couple of months ago and it blew everyone's socks off, and it actually led to Gemini for the first time becoming the #1 downloaded application in the iOS App Store. It's the first time that anyone out in the public kind of heard of Google's AI, primarily because of Nano Banana. So they have updated Nano Banana and it's even better. The great thing you can do now is text. They have nailed the ability to create text inside of images. Previously, you would see an image and it would have some garbled text in it. That is no longer the case. And people have been doing incredibly impressive things like mocking up whole screenshots of computers, having photos of people holding a telephone, and on that telephone is an article that you've given Nano Banana to put on that telephone, etc., etc. I've been doing my own ones. For the newsletter that came out this morning, I did a whole comic that I put into the newsletter as well, which basically summarizes all of the different stories. We have one about Google Gemini not needing NVIDIA's GPUs, one about NVIDIA making money while companies like OpenAI throw away the cash, but that's fine because NVIDIA is making cash. We have things about the autonomous coding. We have Collins Dictionary Word of the Year being vibe coding, etc. And it managed to nail all of the text. I basically gave it my newsletter text. You can see my newsletter down below here. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not, because this is where you get the updates. And just gave it to it, did not give any additional instruction, said make a comic, and it, boom, just one-shotted it. Really cool. This is something that's always held back the image generators for me. I'm not that interested in AI art, like creating images for the sake of images, creating videos for the sake of it. It's just not something that really interests me. But being able to create graphics, infographics, educational graphics, cartoons, explainers like this with text that is actually legible, really cool. Your feed is probably Nano Banana Pro generated images right now. I highly recommend you go and check it out. So it's a little bit tricky to get, or people have been trying to work out how to get hold of it. It should now be in your normal Gemini. So if you go into gemini.google.com, even on the free plan, so I've tested it here, this is on the free plan, you're just not going to have much capacity and it will fail. But you can see even here, it's managed to do images and it's done pretty well. And then on a paid plan, which is my one over here, you just get more capacity. So I actually used it just to generate an image here to explain the kind of Google ecosystem, the Google AI ecosystem, which I'm going to be using later in this particular live. I'm going to be using this in one of my videos. I basically wanted to show the whole vertical stack that Google now control, which includes things like Google Cloud, data centers, TPUs, which is very important and people are missing out on it, and then all of the other layers on top of that. So Android, Chrome, etc. at the top, the application layer. Interestingly, I've got Gemini here. Yeah, it's pretty good. I didn't give it very many details, so it's not bad. And as you can see, it nails the text. If I wanted it to be even more accurate, I would provide it with the text. I'd provide it with the instructions, and then it would be able to do that as well. You can get it through gemini.google.com on the phone app as well. And finally, you can get it through AI Studio. So Google or aistudio.google.com. This is where you create software using the Google models. So this, what you can see right now, is the playground. It's a temporary chat. You can just mess around with it basically. However, you can also get an API key at the bottom left, which allows you to connect to your own software. My cursor is in the background building something for me, building the ability to take my newsletters and automatically convert them into cartoons. So it will just grab all the text from the newsletter, send it off to Nano Banana Pro, generate a couple of cartoons for me, bring them back, and then I can choose which one I want to use. I can also cut them into social media content, etc. So I'm building that as we speak, and that should be ready soon. Fair warning, to use Nano Banana Pro in Google AI Studio, you do now need a paid account. It's pay as you go, so you pay for each generation basically, but you do need to add a credit card just to even get that API key. So you can see here in temporary chat, it says link API key. Nano Banana Pro is only available for paid tier users, so you need to at least connect billing. It's not cheap, but it is very good. This is Philip Schmidt, who works for DeepMind. It's now available and it thinks through the prompt, so it can retrieve real-time data such as weather forecast, stock charts using Google search grounding, and then it generates. This is the really cool part about it. So this image that I generated here, I basically said I want to visually demonstrate the AI stack that Google control, from the kind of infrastructure level, the physical hardware, up to the application layer. I did not say, oh, I want you to add in Google Search. I did not say, make sure you include JAX and TensorFlow. It worked that out itself. And the way it's done that is by researching first. So Google Gemini Pro will go off and do the research, and then it will feed that into your image. Really cool. And then what that does mean is it does cost quite a lot of money. So this image, when I generate it via, this is free, not free, it's on my paid Gemini account, but if I was to generate it via the API, this would cost me about 13 cents. So 13 cents, not cheap, especially if you want to generate hundreds of images. Suddenly you're going to be starting to stack up, but compared to hiring somebody, it's extremely cheap. A 2K image will be 13.4 cents per image, American cents. Or if you want a 4K image, it's going to be 24 cents. So a quarter of the dollar per image. 10 different aspect ratios. Integrated Google Search allows 14 reference input images. That's cool. I didn't know that. Highly accurate with clear text rendering. So it is extremely good. I'm excited. The internet is excited. And I think there's good reason. Google are absolutely cooking this week.